host, Jace, the Small City Giant. I done revamped the podcast now. It was East Texas Business, the podcast. Now is Big Talk, Small City.
That's what's up.
I wanted to make it more diverse, more bigger, bigger than just East Texas. So I'm going to do it a little different now. Today we got the man, the myth, the legend in here. Dewayne Blaq, program director at the Blaze.
What's up? What's up?
What's happening, man?
What's up, bro?
Glad to have you here, dog.
I'm glad to be here, man. I feel like I'm sitting in the room with a legend. This is Big Jace in the building,
man, watch out, man. Watch out. But yeah, man, you at the Blaze or whatever, that's the station right here in Tyler. We've been rolling with y'all since y'all got here, man.
Appreciate
the love. The rap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all brought the we had KZY back in the Gap.
Yeah.
Then we had another one that kind of showed up for a minute, but they didn't last long.
Yeah.
But y'all been holding, how many years y'all been in there?
We are now on our 25th year?
Okay.
24th, 25th year? Yeah.
Already, man.
Yeah.
Okay, kind of introduce yourself to the people, man, for those who don't know you.
For those who don't know, it's your boy Dewayne Blaq, man. Dallas born, Texas raised, Tyler resident now. You know what I'm saying? Been down here in Tyler for going on. I came down to Tyler in 03. Started at the Blaze in 04.
Okay.
Went through the whole cycle of what I did there, to be blessed to be now the program director of the radio station.
Already. I want to congratulate you on that too, man.
Appreciate that. I
done seen you come up.
Yeah. Y'all knew me when I was a pup.
Pulling up in the van and jumping out, hooking it up for the Texas home, East Texas homegrown.
Right there in front of your shop.
Yeah, we had a studio. Yeah, Williams Chicken, we was all over.
We was all over the place, man. It's funny, I was thinking about that on the way over there. I said, man, me and Jace go back, man, to his studio, Williams Chicken, Bourbon West.
Yeah.
Club Sky.
Yep.
The whole nine. We was out there, man.
Yeah.
You know what the funny thing about it is, Jace? I've been doing this so long, and it's a whole new generation of artists out here in East Texas now. Mm-hmm. They don't know about that part.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know that way back in, what was it, 2012?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
We opened up a platform. We opened. It all started out as a contest.
Right.
Texas Homegrown started out as a contest.
Okay.
And then it went from a contest to become a part of my night show.
Right.
So and that's when we started. That's when you had to, doing pop-ups here and
right.
For those who don't know, those pop-ups consisted of every artist from here to Marshall showed love for what we were doing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I got to know quite a few of them. I got to know cats from Marshall, Longview, Kilgore, all over. So
yep.
A lot of people don't realize that was a platform that we opened up, man, and unfortunately, it's still, the platform is still on the radio.
It's Texas homegrown now.
It's Texas homegrown.
Was East Texas homegrown.
It was East Texas homegrown. Yeah. It was East Texas homegrown live.
Yeah.
And then the platform is it's there. Yeah. It's changed. DJ Juice is now doing it.
Okay.
From the radio standpoint, a little differently than the way I did it.
Right.
So, but it's still there.
It's still there. It's still a platform for artists out here. So you want to get on, send your stuff. Where they send it to? They
send it texashomegrown@gmail.com.
Okay.
Attention, DJ Juice. Just make sure, a couple of things you got to make sure of. Make sure that, man, that you have your stuff registered, that you got it copywritten. And I used to say this back in the day, and I'm going to say it again. Make sure the beats you use are your beats.
Right.
A lot of people like to come with music that they rent or like that. But you got to understand, if you make a record and it sounds good with that beat that you rented, if you haven't purchased that beat, they can sell that to somebody else, and now you have to change your whole record.
Right.
So I would say one of the first things I would tell them is make sure that the music that you use is your music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Already. So when you got in the game have you ever been a rapper?
Yes, I was.
Oh, you started out rapping?
I started out rapping.
Yeah, okay.
I was, back in the day, we had a group in Dallas called the Def Crew. I was Cool D.
Okay.
That was me, Cool D.
Hey, okay, so when did you transition to DJing?
I was doing that too.
You was hip hop head.
I was doing all that.
That's how it was. People don't realize that was hip hop.
I was. Matter of fact, it was 3 guys in our group, and all 3 of us rapped, and all 3 of us DJ.
Okay, yeah. See, when it first jumped off, it was what? Graffiti, breakdancing, DJ, and rapping.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
it's the elements.
Yeah, right.
It ain't the same no more, Jace.
No, it's not at all.
You know what? I tell you what. I take that back. I ain't gonna say it ain't the same no more. I'm gonna say that the bases are still there.
Right.
You know, the graffiti, or the graffiti, but graffiti is in a different form.
Right.
Now,
right.
The MC,
yeah,
the DJ. Back then, the DJ meant way more back then now.
Right.
Because now it's more about producers.
Yeah.
You know, you still need a DJ.
Right.
But it ain't. Back then, people had DJs with their group. Like, if you had a group, you had a DJ.
Like Run DMC, DJ Javin the Fred's Prince. Yeah.
But now it's like you get artists when they go out now, they don't necessarily have a DJ.
Right.
They may get a DJ to travel with them, but they don't have a quote unquote set DJ.
Yeah, then they get an act the fool with the house DJ. If
he
don't know they show.
Yeah, like
we ain't rehearsed.
Man, that's some stuff that pop. You know them. I know where you're going with it.
A few times,
some stuff pop up with and that's why God got me in the position that I'm in, because I don't need to be in the club when something like that happen. Bro, if I'm not your club, if I'm not your DJ,
you ain't paying me a nothing.
You ain't paying me
and
nothing.
You don't holler at me.
Yeah. Not only holler, cussing me up, bro. I will shut this down and we will walk up out here and y'all gonna have to do this acapella.
Ain't gonna be no show.
Yeah.
Because the DJ really who got all the power.
Exactly. Because if it's think about it like this. You come in, I'm the DJ, this is my equipment, my setup.
Right.
And you telling me, hold on, bro. I don't know how you do your show. I wasn't practicing with you. And you gonna cuss me out? Okay, I tell you what, let me go ahead and shut this down, unplug this. Deuces. Y'all have a good one.
Already. Well, man, you know, for us, a lot of artists, you know, have questions about, you know, how exactly the radio station work. Some that's just getting started or never dealt with it. They feel like if they walk up there with their song, y'all should play it.
Let me. You know, you and I have had this conversation, man. Even going way back in the gap.
Right.
Here's what you got to understand about radio. A lot of people say, "Man, I don't need radio." I'm gonna say that's a yes and a no.
Yeah.
Do you need radio to get yourself out there? No, because there's so many social media and everything is out here now. There's a lot of things that have changed. If you're a hustler and you know how to use social media, if you know how to get up off the couch,
right,
and go to these different DJ meetings and get your music listened to, and you know, if you have a team, have a budget.
That's one right there.
Yeah, and if you can do that, do you need radio to get notice? No. Do you need radio to get to that bag? Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Because if a lot of people ain't hearing you, you know, I just have it's funny. That's a story someone told. I was at an East Texas Fair one time, and an artist came at me saying, "Yo, Blaq man, why do y'all play this one song like 13 times a day? Why y'all play this song like 13, 14 times a day?"
Yeah.
I said, "Are you an artist?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "You got a problem with that?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "What if it was your song?"
Exactly.
He go, "Oh, exactly."
Yeah.
If we're playing your record 13 times a day, that means it's a hot record.
Yeah.
That means that we're not the only ones playing it 13 times a day. Mm-hmm. They're playing that somewhere. Hopefully, they're playing that at over 2,000 stations around the country.
Right.
The same amount of time.
Right.
And now that's where that big, you know, you get that big machine behind you, and all of a sudden, it's something different.
Yeah.
It comes from being that. The difference, because people don't like being called a local artist.
Right.
That's where you go from being a local artist to becoming a household name.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And that's your goal. Your goal is to become a household name. You're not going to become a household name on social media like you think it is, because everybody's not on social media.
Yeah.
Everybody that listens to music is not on social media.
Right.
You may want to think that is. A lot of young people are, but people that's a little bit older, they're not on social media as much. They hear their music either on some streaming service that they're listening to, or on the radio.
Right.
That's how they're hearing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But back to like for as artists, you know, that think just come from program director,
programming it,
and somebody come to you with a song, and they feel like you should play it right then at 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the day. Just not the mix show, none of that. Here, Blaq, play my song.
Put it on air.
Yeah,
put it in rotation.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of explain the process.
Here's what.
How do y'all pick the playlist, y'all?
Okay. First of all, you got to think about the station that you're dealing with. If the station has a particular moniker, like our moniker is your number one hit music station, the word in there you need to be listening for is hit.
Right.
Okay. That means that we're playing hits.
Right.
You know.
The Drakes, them guys, Chris Browns.
And understand those guys were where you were at one time.
Right.
They just put in the work.
They got the machine behind them.
Got the machine behind them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you bring me a record, and I listen to the record, and I say, okay, Jace, that's dope. I like that, man. You know, yo, bro, how can I get that played? I tell you what. Now you're saying bypass the mix show.
Yeah.
I can't bypass the mix show.
Right.
All records go.
You got to start there.
All records got to start.
That's what I want artists to hear.
Yeah,
it's a process.
All records have to go through that particular part because we got to get some kind of feedback from the public as to if they even are checking for that record.
Right.
Like if I put it in the mix, if we're playing it in the mix,
right.
You got Shazam, you got all these other avenues where we can check like media base and stuff to see, okay, what kind of feedback is this song getting? Are people Shazamming that record?
Right.
Like say for instance, if I play your record all through the week, if I go to Shazam and they're saying, I pull up and say, oh man, there's a lot of people out here asking about checking on this record. What is this record?
Right.
All right, let's give it more mix show love and see what's happening. Let's see if it's anything. All right, so you start giving it some more mix show love. Next thing you know, okay, man. This song is in the top 10 on Shazam out here.
Yeah.
In East Texas. Okay, so right now we have to assume that people are feeling this record. Right. Now, the next thing I want to know is the record being played anywhere else? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up media base to see, are we the only ones playing that record?
So they can come in there all day and tell you how hot it is.
Yeah.
But you can go look at the numbers.
I go look at the numbers. So I'm going to go pull it up and say, okay, we're the only ones playing it. East Texas is loving it,
right?
But we're the only ones.
It's the only
playing
market
it.
Is hitting in.
Yeah, I can't just be the only radio station playing your record,
right?
You know, because that gives a false impression to the people up here that's looking down. Like, why is this record being played so much?
Right.
You know, that's when FCC and all that stuff gets involved. You know, you need to get that record.
Yeah,
in other areas,
right?
So that I'm not swimming in the middle of the ocean by myself with this record,
right?
Even though I like the record, I just can't do it by myself. I can't, you know. And if you're expecting for that record to blow up off the fact of one radio station doing something with it,
right?
You're wrong.
That ain't how it works.
This is where that B word comes into play. And that push comes into play.
Budget,
you got to get that, you got to get out there and push that record. And when I say push it, I mean you got to get out there and let's say if you're a DJ in a club, you know, because the whole big thing is about getting the radio station to say, man, everybody's on this record. We don't want to be the ones not playing it.
Right.
We don't want to be the ones that's not on it.
Yeah.
Let's say you in the club and you say, hey man, can you play my record? You asking the DJ to interrupt his set,
right?
For a record that he may not know,
right?
You know, especially if he's never met you before, you gonna have to do something to make him want to play that record.
Yeah.
Then you got to be prepared for if he starts to play that record and they don't do nothing for him to stop it as quick as possible,
right?
Because you got to understand this is
he providing the service.
He working.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he'll say, okay, man, you know, I'll
see what I can do.
This is what I would say, especially when we talk about the club. I would say to any artist, when you hand the DJ your music, make sure it's got wrapping paper on it. You dig?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make sure you got some wrapping paper on it.
Some green wrapping paper.
Give him some incentive to want to play that record. You dig what I'm saying? But when it comes to the radio, it's got to go through those particular processes, man. First, it's got to go. We would prefer that it gets hot in the street, hot in the club. Then we get it in the mix show, and it goes from there.
Right.
But it's definitely going to have to take that route. It don't go from the, hey, man, I was in the studio yesterday. I got this hot record. All my partners say, this is the bomb, bro. You need to be playing that. No.
Don't work like that.
Don't work like that. Now, if we got a relationship, I may give you some love off just on GP. So you know what? Me and them got a relationship. Let me help them out a little bit. Right. But don't expect me to just go full throttle on this. Yeah. I'm just doing this. I'm giving. Let's say I may give you 3, 4, 5 spins. Off love. Just say, bro, I'm hooking you up just to see if these people are feeling it. I don't need your mama calling me, telling me to play it. I don't need your sister calling me, telling me to play it. I got my ways of knowing what's going on with this record. But at the same time, understand that it's on GP. You have got to work this record. You can't expect that just by playing it here, it's going to do something. You got to take that record. You know, I would say like the artists around here in East Texas area. They have the vertical music mixer. Every time after South by Southwest, they have this big vertical music mixer. DJs from everywhere is coming down there. That's a place for you to take your music. You got the Go DJ Louisiana's have their music meetings. You got the Go DJs in Houston have their music meetings. Core DJs have their music meetings. You just got to get out and then you have these different record pools that you can submit your music to. Because if you understand, if you're submitting your music to different record pools, that means that music is getting out there. You never know how it's going to get hot, how it's going to pick up.
You never know what's going to hit.
You never know what's going to hit. But also on top of that, since you said that, always be ready for the next one. No when something has ran its course. Right. But also on top of that, know that working a record means it may take you 3 years. Just because you think that, we done played it a lot. Yeah, you played it a lot here. They haven't heard it.
It's new there.
It's new to them. It's new. If you're in California, they ain't never heard that record. To them, it's new. A lot of these records that y'all hear that are hits, that y'all think just came out. Now, of course, if a Drake just dropped the album, but some of these artists that you're hearing that you didn't know nothing about, man, some of this music, that music has been sitting on the shelf for a long time, and they just now bringing it out.
I know, because sometimes you'll find other versions of it. You know what I'm saying? This is what it was at first.
They done already did a feature with some other people. So that music has been out there. They've been trying to work it. It's just that, you know what? Timing. Sometimes it's that timing thing. And then once it hit, be ready. Be ready. Because you just say, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it goes back to, yes, the process that's coming to the radio is that we would prefer that the record get hot in the street, in the club, before it come to us. But if it comes straight to us, I'm going to let you know right now, it's not going to go straight rotation. It's going to go through the mix.
Got to go through the mix.
Got to go through the mix show.
Okay. That's why I say a lot of artists here, man, they got some good quality music.
Well, you got, bro, East Texas has a lot of really good artists. They have a lot of people that lack work ethic. And I'm not disrespecting anybody. And something my granddaddy used to say about when he used to say negative stuff. If you're taking it personal, then I guess I'm talking about you. You know what I'm saying?
Hit dog holler.
So but if I'm not talking about you, you don't have no reason to take it personal. It's work ethic. Working ethic don't mean that, you went to the studio and you let your partners hear it. No, bro, work ethic means, man, they have these meetings in Miami. They have these meetings in Cali. They all over the place.
But most artists, they rather spend the money on a chain or something than
rims on their car. They
want to look the part of a rapper.
You want to look the part, but you know what?
It's groundwork you got to do.
I think what a lot of cats don't understand, Jace, is that a lot of these rappers ain't making money like y'all think they making money.
Exactly. It's social media got a lot of people fooled, man.
I mean, I can make it look like
we all can.
I can make it look like I'm balling. But realistically, a lot of these cats sleeping on somebody's couch. Still at home, got a 9 to 5. Bro, it ain't look. That imagery is the optics can be amazing. But the reality is, nah, bro, these cats ain't making no money, man.
And that's one thing I really don't like about the music entertainment period. It's like really no in between. Either you making it or you ain't. It's hard. You see very few that's in that middle ground that's successful.
It's just like being a movie star.
Yeah.
You know, you either a actor that's working,
Right.
or actor trying to find work.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right.
Same thing with this music business. You either an artist that's popping,
Right,
or artist that's trying to pop.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And the money, believe me, you know, you people say, oh, like I said, people say, I don't need radio. Ask Drake if he needs radio. Ask Lil Wayne if he needs. Ask
money,
them.
Man. They gotta have it.
Ask them if they need it.
Yeah. But there's some I know that ain't having the success as a Drake. You know what I'm saying? But they spending the money and they look like the Drake, but they ain't.
Look here. Look, it's easy. Again, we go back. It's easy to look the part.
Yeah.
It's very easy.
Social media make it where. Yeah.
You can look like what you want, but if people that's been in this business, and we know. We already know who's out there really making money. You guys will be surprised to know that very few of your mainstream artists that you see are really making money. Number one, it's because they don't really know the business. Mm-hmm. Contracts screw them around. You know, you got a guy out there that may be seeing like, man, he's doing this, he's doing that, but you know what? His contract was crap.
Right.
And you know, he's having to do all these different shows because that money that contract he signed wasn't giving him what he thought, you know, or that upfront money that he took, you know, because you remember back in the Gap, an artist would drop a record, a million records sold off the top was a thing,
like a week,
that was a thing, Now look at it, you got Chris Brown just dropped the album. Mm-hmm. Chris Brown, you know how many followers Chris Brown has? Chris Brown have what, 8 million so many followers.
Yeah.
He sold 45,000 copies.
That's sold. That's what he sold. Yeah.
In a week.
Yeah.
45,000 copies.
Yeah.
You would think that all these fans of his, if they fans, they would go purchase this music.
Nah, man, it don't work like that. That's not how it works. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But
45,000 units, real. We talking about real units. We're not talking about streams.
Right.
He could have 1 billion streams, but even that ain't the kind of money that you think it is.
It's pennies on the penny down there.
So you like actual equivalent sales.
Yeah.
That's different.
Like on Apple Music where you can buy the album.
You can actually buy the album. That's what when they say how many units did they push, they actually sold that many units. They didn't, not how many did they stream.
Right.
How many did they
actually
sell? That's where you get the top 10 from.
Right. Okay.
You know, so I mean, he was number 9 bro. First album came out in a week and he was number 9 on the chart because he only pushed out 45,000 units.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's crazy.
I mean, what's his name? DMX, all the albums DMX dropped when he came out, every last one sold 1 million copies in a week.
Yeah.
Same thing with LL Cool J, 1 million copies in a week.
And one year he dropped 2 in the same year.
But that's when it was physical stuff. It was physical. Now everything is digital.
Yeah.
And everybody ain't doing it that way. And back then too, people say, why music ain't selling like it used to? Well, the part of it that changed is you used to couldn't hear the whole album before you bought it.
Right.
Now you can hear the whole album in most places before you buy it to determine whether or not you even want it.
Right.
Back then, when you heard the lead, a couple of the lead tracks, you're like, oh, that's got to be a hot record.
Right.
It wasn't until you bought the whole album and realized,
it's a dud.
That's a dud.
Sale already.
but you done already got the sale.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know if you remember back in the day, we go back far enough to remember Sound Warehouse, right?
Yeah.
When Sound Warehouse started putting those little things up there where you could actually listen to each track on the album, that's when sales started going down.
Yeah.
Because people were saying, oh, hey, now the only hot record on here is the one that they're playing on the radio.
Yeah.
You know, so they don't want to buy the album now.
Right.
They just rather buy the single.
Right.
So now you got singles going platinum, but the album itself ain't doing nothing. Yeah. So it changed. The whole thing changed.
Yeah, the whole system done changed all the way. Yeah. Because back then, if the single didn't do nothing, a lot of times you didn't get an album deal.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
If you got a deal, you was out of that deal super quick.
Right.
You know, because they're like, oh man, you know, this music people ain't feeling it like we thought they would. That first track you put out was hot.
Right.
And you know what? The label made their money off that first track. Mm-hmm. And they was willing to go ahead and put a deal together for you to put the album out. But if that album ain't popping,
that's it.
You on to the next.
Yeah.
It's a lot of cats that had these big old album release parties. Mm-hmm. Album was a dud.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they not on the label no more. They gone. Yeah,
that's real, man.
Yeah,
that's what me and Caesar were tripping out. I was looking on Instagram. I seen Father MC.
Yeah,
he had a new Lambo SUV. You know, Father MC way back in the gap.
Man, that's back in the gap. But Father MC was one of those cats that was writing and
he had them hits.
He had more to do. He had a lot of hits.
He had them big hits. Yeah, them big songs.
I'm pretty sure those chicks ain't as big as they used to be.
Paperwork must have been right.
Yeah. Because he was down there when he first came out. What label was it?
He was Uptown.
Uptown with Puffy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
when Diddy was young.
Diddy and was young. So his numbers was probably because it was different.
Because his singles had Mary J. He had one with Jodeci.
Yeah.
And that's before we even knew who they was.
Yeah, you're right.
But I'm happy to see an old school cat, you know what I'm saying?
But I'm going to tell you something, too. Them cats that was in the game back then, a lot of them, they were more careful with their money than these younger cats. Because, Jace, you know how it is, man. Today it's all about flash.
Right.
It's all about, again, we was talking about how you look. They want to look the part.
Right.
So they'll spend that money. Like, let's say, for instance, you sign a deal with a label. Label say, okay, we're going to give you $1 million. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. But you're not understanding that $1 million is to put your project out.
Right.
But them cats take that $1 million and do what? Go get a car. Go do this. Buy
it's going to be forever before you see some more money.
Yeah, it's going to be forever because you know what?
They got to recoup.
Because they got to recoup their money.
Yeah.
You know? And they hoping that they're going to recoup their money off that project.
Right.
And then if you come back to them and say, okay, when is the project going to be ready? Oh, well, I just need more money for studio. No. We gave you the money.
Yeah.
We gave you the money, and you owe us a record.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like a bank, like they're getting a loan damn near. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Now you owe us a record.
Right.
And if you and now you done spent all the money on stuff that you don't need. Mm-hmm. Now you got to go in the studio and figure out a way to do it. Now guess what? You can't pay the producers.
Yeah, you can't get studio time.
You can't get the beats. You can't get the you can't do all the stuff. Now so that album that you put out is gonna be trash because you didn't take the money and did what you were supposed to do with it.
Yep.
You know, just like you just said, in this business, if they fronting you money, which they don't do that as much no more,
right?
You know, but they want to see what you're doing first before they do anything.
Yeah, it's all that's done changed, man.
But if they front you the money, it's a bank loan.
Yeah,
you owe them now.
Yeah,
give us back our money. You gonna find out while you out there doing all these shows and stuff. You say, man, why come I'm not seeing no money? Oh, bro, you owe them.
Yeah.
They gave you $1 million. They want that back.
Yeah.
You know? So understand the biggest part about this thing that we do, and I'm not an artist anymore, you know, I'm just on the radio side of it. But the thing about this music business is it's a business.
Yeah.
Understand that that's what it is.
Right.
It's not somewhere for you to come around and play around with. You need to come in this game serious.
Yeah.
The guys that make it to 13 spins a day,
right?
They come in this business with their head on straight.
Yeah.
They don't come in here to mess around, man.
Yeah.
They eat, sleep, this.
Yeah.
This is what they do.
Right.
They said, what's their plan B? This is their plan B.
Yeah.
You know, they're not punching into nobody's job.
Right.
If man, we either gonna make it like this or we gonna get back to doing what we was doing out there in them streets.
In the streets for real.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So when you come in this game, understand, man, it's a business.
Yeah.
Some and all those yes men and homies that's with you that you know that want to be doing all this woo woo.
Right.
Bro, I always tell this. I tell this to my kids. Mm-hmm. Everybody ain't meant to ride with you.
Exactly.
Even the ones that you thought that was supposed to.
Yeah.
Everybody. Sometimes you're gonna have to tell that person that you was cool with,
right?
Hey man, you know what, bro? I'm going somewhere else with this.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, bro.
Yeah, that's one of Nipsey, R.P. Nipsey. One of his favorite lines is when he says circle got smaller, everybody can't go.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
What you gotta do is you gotta weed out all those dudes or chicks or people who just trying to ride, man. Mm-hmm. I don't need a bunch of people riding.
But when you're young, you don't see it.
Yeah, because you come on, bro. I remember I was speaking with Gotti.
Yeah.
When Gotti came down, and you know when Gotti hit the stage, all he had was 3 people on stage with him.
Okay.
It was him, one of his boys, and his manager. That's it. And I said, yo, Gotti, I said, why come you don't have this big entourage? He said, you know, when I first started, I had that.
Right.
He said, but I realized all they wanted to do was just kick it.
They're there for the ride.
They just want to kick it.
Yeah.
He said, this is a business, man.
They're not doing nothing.
Yeah, they're not doing nothing. They're not serving a purpose. I don't need a bunch of people just standing on stage with me or just hanging around just to say they know me.
Right.
You know, if you in this circle, you working.
You're working, yeah.
Yeah, you got to be doing something.
All right. Like you said, you got to get that circle smaller.
You got to whittle them down. You got to take all because You got those cats that you come in, hey man, what do you think of this track? Oh, that's dope.
Right.
Everything dope.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. I'm pretty sure you're a good artist.
Right.
But everything you're doing ain't hot.
Yeah.
And you need somebody in your camp, or the people in your camp need to be saying like, cuz you can do better.
You need somebody there.
Yeah, you can do better than that.
And you need to respect.
Yeah,
you gotta have somebody you respect their opinion.
Exactly. It's like
some people get rid of folks though when they.
Man, I have man, so many people, when people come to me, man, they say, Blaq, we want you to hear something. I say, okay, first of all, don't ask me for my opinion.
Right.
If you don't really want my opinion.
Right.
If you come in here to get me to say it's hot.
Jamming. Right.
Bro, that's not what I'm gonna do.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what I think
right.
it is. And again, mine is not the last opinion.
Right.
It's just my opinion.
Right.
You can go to somebody else and they may tell you, oh, that's jamming. Okay, well.
Yeah.
That's how they feel about it. It's cool.
Yeah.
You know? But you can't think, you get that thing, oh, that nigga just hating me.
Right.
Oh, he just don't want to see me. No, they ain't got nothing to do with it. But first, I don't even know you.
Right.
I'm not making no money off of this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why am I hating on you? I'm in a position where I'm trying to say, bro, you know what? I mean, that was, it's all right, but what makes you different than the next artist?
Right.
How do you stand out? Mm-hmm. If y'all listen to if I throw your music in a mixture of everybody else's stuff, are you gonna sound like them?
Right.
Or are you gonna stand out from them?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think right now we get like, I was talking about this before.
Yeah.
People think that in the game now that they looking for talent.
Right.
No, they're looking for what they can sell.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of antics is what's popping now.
They in this business now, if they can market it,
right,
package it, and sell it, they're gonna run with it.
Because I know a guy that's a producer in the game. I ain't gonna say his name, but he established in the game.
Yeah.
And it was an artist around here that was hot at the time. Her and his stuff was taking off.
Yeah.
So I wanted to link them up together because I know both of them.
Yeah.
First thing he asked me was how many followers he got.
Yeah.
He didn't ask what the song sound like. Where can I go hear the song?
That's what they gonna ask you, Jay.
He asked me about how many followers he got.
I was helping out. I was calling myself trying to help out artists. I ain't gonna say their name either. Artists around here, and I said, okay, here's the artist. Boom, boom.
Right.
Gave an introduction. Mm-hmm. Come back, and then a guy tell me, so okay, this is what I need from them. I need to know, how many shows do they do a week? How often are they on social media? What kind of social media followers do they have?
Right.
Because in the words, they want to see what kind of work you're doing before they put any work into you.
Yeah.
Because why give you $1 million if your work ethic is trash?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I go back to the artist. Say, hey man, bro, hit me up. He told me he need this. Oh man, he need all that. All right, bro. All right.
The opportunity was there.
The opportunity is there. I don't know what to tell you because I'm telling you what he say he need from you.
He wants you to do this your part.
He wants you to do your part.
Yeah.
What did you expect, that he was gonna hear you fall in love with you? And
it don't go down like that no more, man.
These cats hear people all the time, man.
Yeah.
What makes you different than the artist he heard last week?
And that's what a lot of artists get mixed up. They think because they sound like somebody else, their music is quality. We already got him. What we need you sounding like him for?
Exactly. This is my thing with artists today, and I posted this on social media, and you this is where you and I got to talk, and I'm like, why is every artist today got to be a gangster?
Yeah.
I mean, y'all talk about a lot of negative things, man.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, how many times you gonna shoot somebody, bro? How many times you gonna jack somebody?
Yeah.
How many females, y'all ladies, how many times you gonna give a brother a blow?
Man, I'm so tired of that.
How many times you gonna do that? How often do we have to keep hearing that?
I call it slut rap. I done gave it a name.
Slut rap, a gangster fake, whatever you want to. Here's the thing, man, and I'm not questioning whether or not. This is not me questioning whether or not you a street dude or not. Because I don't know.
Well, everybody gonna do something they back against the wall, but just riding around shooting people, spinning the block, and for no reason.
Yeah. So I'm looking at, I'm like, I can't question your gangster because I don't know.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me that everybody that's coming out with a record is this much of a
every
thug.
day. It's a you ain't having no good days.
You ain't having no good days, bro. You ain't got nothing positive you can talk
have
about.
killer op every day.
I mean, sometimes take the music and use the music and find a way to uplift somebody.
Yeah, you gotta be a balance, man.
I'm not saying you gotta sing a ballad, but you know what? I always say this, and people say, "Well, that's K Dot and that's J Cole," but K Dot and J Cole was just like you,
right?
They just decided that they weren't going to be just like them other cats,
right?
They said, "You know what? I'm coming with who I am." Mm-hmm. Now, if what you're doing is who you are, more power to you. Bro. Keep doing what you're doing.
But you ain't gonna last long. But you're gonna be dead in jail if you really doing all that.
It's like you a grain of rice jumping into a whole nother bowl of grain of rice.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
What you gonna do to separate yourself from being a grain, bro?
Yeah.
It's like sometimes if you just go with what you feel,
right,
just follow it, man.
Trust yourself.
Trust yourself.
Yeah, be yourself.
Because you'll be so surprised. Let's take Andre 3000.
Oh, don't get me started on this now.
Okay.
Hold up, Blaq.
Did you hear that?
Hell nah. I don't want to hear it. I was so disappointed, man.
But hold on. But let's take Andre 3000. We know Andre 3000 is probably one of the dopest MCs that we've heard.
Right.
Outcast legend.
Right.
He said, man, every time I was writing the music, it just didn't sound right. Mm-hmm. So he dropped the album, but this album is of melodic sounds.
Yeah.
A flute. You know what I'm saying? But he said I'm doing what I feel.
Yeah. I'm
not afraid of what the backlash is going to be because this is what I feel.
Right.
So I say that I'm saying this to artists. Hey man, if you really a thug like that, man, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right. But understand you jumping into a ring full of thugs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you really got something to say it.
Right. Right.
Let people hear it.
Yeah.
You know what? There's a gospel artist around here who said, you know, Blaq, I was thinking out, and I know he won't mind me saying his name, Stephen Crow. He said, you know, Blaq, I was thinking about, you know, stepping away from the gospel and getting back to other rap. And I told him, I said, look here, bro, you're a grown man.
Right.
And you're gonna do what you're gonna do. I said, if the gospel rap is where your heart is, keep doing that. Don't change up because things ain't moving as fast as you want to, man. Right. Things come when they're supposed to come.
Right.
You know, I understand everybody want to eat or whatever. I get that.
Right.
But
follow your heart.
Follow your heart, bro. If that's your heart, follow your heart.
Don't do it because
don't do it because you think if you change, it's gonna change.
Right.
Believe me, there's a lot of cats out there that's doing the other thing and they ain't moving either.
Right.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
And you doing it for the Lord, bro.
Yeah.
At some point,
it's genuine.
Yeah, it's genuine.
Yeah, it's gonna
come from it.
Yeah.
And my thing is, if you just so happen to get one record that does well, and that's it, take what God gave you and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But some of these cats, man, they like, man, I tried to do this. I tried to do the meaningful rap, and ain't nobody doing. So you stopped doing what you felt like because of the industry.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna do what the industry is making all these other puppets do.
Right.
And you think that's gonna get you in?
Nah, that's a good dude. I know that Cal ran into him at Brooks's not too long ago. He didn't. He thought I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
He a cool dude, man.
Very cool dude.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So I'm just saying to artists, man, look here, man. Whether the Blaze play your music or not, continue to do what it is you do.
Yeah.
Have passion for what it is that you do.
Right.
And just push it, man. The biggest thing about trying to make it, I was told this by my granddad a long time ago. You know how you fail at something? Is when you stop.
When you quit.
That's when you fail.
Yep.
If you're going to stop,
yep,
you guaranteed to fail.
Yep.
You just got to keep going.
Yeah,
you know?
That's it.
Now, and sometimes stopping, if you stop for particular reasons, that's not necessarily failure.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
If you got a family that you got to feed or whatever, and you got to start doing something to feed your family, go feed your family. But you know what? You can always come back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Again, we go back to this thing. It's called timing.
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe this ain't the time.
Right.
But you know what? 3 years from now could be that time.
It could be.
So you just got to keep doing what you're doing. Handle your business.
Yep.
But don't let the industry. That's the problem we have with a lot of female artists today. A lot of the female artists today got tired of trying to be rappers like the guys. First they was complaining about the guys calling them B's and H's and all this other stuff.
Right.
Now they doing it to themselves. They doing themselves and putting their whole sex life out there. You know, letting you know how hard in the paint they go. You know what I'm saying?
Some of them got some videos and OnlyFans showing you how hard they go.
The paint they go. Yeah. And it's like so you've compromised your values.
Yeah.
Just so you could get $1.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna end well. And then here's the hard part about it. Peep this. A lot of these chicks who are about women's empowerment when they were writing their music, now they doing this other kind of music, and they got ghostwriters that are what? Men.
Yep.
So your woman's empowerment just went out the door because now this man is writing all this booty, or what you call it?
Slut rap
for you.
Yeah.
And since you making money off it, and again, it's hard to tell somebody who hungry not to do it.
Right.
If you hungry, you're gonna do what you're gonna do to
But
eat.
do what you be. If you a hoe, be a hoe. On rap, be a hoe. But don't just start rapping like a hoe and you been raised in the church.
Yeah.
And your mama them done taught you some stuff, some morals. Don't just do that because you think that's what's popping.
You think that's the hottest thing going, man? And some of them are just so scandalous.
Some of the stuff they say don't even make sense.
Don't even make no sense whatsoever.
You went too far with your slut rap.
You remember back in the day when you used to, like I said, I used to be a part of a rap group. When I used to write, man, I used to write it. Then I go back and listen to it, and I say, that don't even sound right. Make it make sense. Make it, as you going along, be telling a story with your music, man. Make it make sense.
I done seen artists. A lot of these new artists don't even write.
No, they don't. They just come in studio and
line at a time.
Yeah,
one line. This how they write. They go in the booth. They don't got no paper, no nothing. They say one line. Really, the engineer is the paper and the pen because you steady hitting delete, record, delete, record.
But you know where they get that from?
Want to be.
Because they heard that Jay-Z don't write, and they heard that Lil Wayne don't write.
Yep.
So it's like they feel like if Jay-Z and Lil Wayne don't do it, why should I? Well, that's Jay-Z and Lil Wayne.
Right.
It's
like trying to be LeBron James playing basketball. I'm gonna do what LeBron doing. I'm gonna do what Michael Jordan used to do.
And I guarantee you, Jay-Z, when he first started, he wrote.
Yeah.
Because
that's how everybody started.
It's in his museum.
Right.
Lil Wayne, when he first started, he wrote. Yep. They had to work themselves up to that particular point.
Right. Right.
So don't think that you're just gonna start out that way.
No, that ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
Now, I know a couple of artists that come through that's good at that.
Oh yeah.
But I got some, man, that I done had a couple of them come through. I think they were only doing it because they couldn't read and write. You know what I'm saying? I just said, man, this got to be. Hey, there got to be what's going on here because this talent level ain't near by Jay-Z and Lil Wayne.
But I want to say this, man. Make sure I get this in. I want to let every artist that's in East Texas, that's in the earshot of the Blaze, to understand that, man. We've been doing Texas Homegrown, like I said, since about 2012, 2013. We've been doing it for a long time.
Right.
We've seen a lot of artists come through, East Texas artists come through, artists from other parts of Texas come through and show love or whatever. Look, we're here, man. We're part of this community. We want to see artists do well. Right. I know there's been some podcasts that have kind of painted us in a negative light. Man, don't let nobody tell you about us. Come see us.
Right.
We've been trying to put stuff on for artists for a long time. We have not stopped.
Yeah.
We have not stopped, and we have not shut our doors to it. If you're out there, and I was at an event one time before, and I'm going in there, I'm seeing the artists. I asked them, I said, do y'all know who I am? They said, no. I said, if you're an artist in East Texas and you don't know who I am, something is wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have to be buddies or nothing, but you definitely should know who the program director is. Who's the program director is at the hip hop station?
Yeah.
You a hip hop artist,
right?
How you don't know the program director or the midday DJ or the weekend jocks? You don't know none of the people at the radio station. That means you're not trying to make. That means you're not creating relationships,
right?
You know what I'm saying? People, well, you need to get out and meet them,
and that go further than money.
Yeah.
Relationships, networking.
Yeah.
Because you're going to run out of money eventually. I don't care if you start with $1 million. But if you meet a person, y'all talk and y'all like it, y'all cool.
Yeah.
You never, You
never know. You never know what knowing somebody who knows somebody can do for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, somebody said, well, you need to get out and know them. It's like, that's true.
Yeah.
When I go to an event or something, I'll introduce myself to people.
Right.
Then I'll say, hey, man, I'm at the radio station, door open, come whenever you come.
Right.
But then I never hear from them again.
Mm-hmm.
They don't ever come see nothing. They don't come say what's up to me.
And you gave them open door.
And I gave you open door invitation, but nobody ever reaches out.
Yeah.
I was doing those interviews online, 15 minutes.
Right.
15 minutes with Blaq.
Uh-huh.
A few people reached out.
Yeah. And I remember a while back you were talking about doing a mixtape.
Exactly.
You was one of the people to send music in.
You know how many songs I got?
How many?
6.
That was it.
I can't do a mixtape with 6 songs.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is like, bro, I don't know what else to do. I'm trying to let y'all know, hey, I'm accessible, bro.
Right.
Jace, you know me.
That's why I wanted you to come through and do this so people can see the people who are some intimidated. You know, they ain't never really done business before. They just young rappers just getting started. But now they know that you're a cool dude, man. You're very approachable.
Cats, and I'm telling y'all, man, a lot of these cats that y'all know, like Jace and these dudes from back in the Gap,
right?
Man, they know me.
Yeah,
they sat in the studio with me and we shot the S and.
Yeah.
You know, back when we was on Nights, we did live rap battles and all. Y'all just don't know, man.
Yeah.
We did all that.
Yeah.
You know, but, you know, now times has changed. Back then, I was a passenger. Now I'm kind of driving the car, y'all.
Yeah, already. Hey, man, like I said, congratulations again, man. I'm glad to see you, know what I'm saying, you done stepped up that ladder.
Hey, man,
you know what I'm saying? You a good dude, man.
Patience and the blessings of God. And, hey, man, I'm glad I like you said, relationships. Me and your relationship, other cats out here relationship, man, that relationship is going to always be something for me because, like I said, I'm gonna tell anybody and everybody, and my mama will tell you too. That's one genuine black ass boy right there.
Already,
he's genuine. If he don't like you, you'll know he don't like you. He is not gonna sugarcoat that with you. You know? So that's me in a nutshell. Dewayne Blaq, program director at the Blaze. You can holler at me, get at me at I am Dewayne Blaq on Instagram and X. You can get him at Dewayne Ross on Facebook. Mm-hmm. I'm out there, man. Just come holler at your bro.
Well, man, I appreciate you coming through, man. Kick off this first episode of the revamped East Texas Business, the podcast.
No doubt.
Now it's big talk, small city. It's taking me a minute to remember it, but hey, it is what it is. But Blaq, I appreciate you again.
No doubt, man. Jace, anytime, bro. Anytime.
Already. Y'all take it easy, man. I'm going to get back at y'all. Hold it down.
One.